In a modern workspace, we ping each other on chat, co-edit cloud files, and approve email requests in seconds. This constant, high-speed digital communication conditions us to react instantly. When a notification pops up, the default response is to clear it quickly to keep our daily work moving. But when we work remotely or in a hybrid setup, we lose crucial context. You cannot look across your desk or walk down the hall to confirm who is actually on the other end of that message. This creates a blind spot known as the trust gap. We trade physical verification for digital convenience. Because we cannot see our colleagues, we assume the name attached to an email or a chat bubble is accurate, leaving a security vulnerability that software alone cannot patch. Modern cybercriminals understand this shift in our daily routines. They know that trying to brute force a password or crack a sophisticated corporate firewall takes immense time and resources. So they bypass those technical defenses entirely. Instead of targeting servers, they send a direct message, email, or meeting invite straight to your screen. By perfectly copying the logos, tone, and formatting of your organization, an attacker can seamlessly impersonate a department manager, an HR representative, or a regular vendor. In a remote environment, the network perimeter is no longer the main target. The individual employee sitting at their home desk has become the ultimate line of defense. Picture a normal Tuesday afternoon. You are working through your inbox when an urgent notification appears in your company chat. The message looks like it comes from your IT department. It states that suspicious activity has been detected on your account and provides a link, instructing you to click and verify your password immediately to secure your data. To increase the pressure, a second message arrives. Please complete this within 10 minutes to avoid total account suspension. This is a textbook example of social engineering. It is the act of manipulating people into taking unsafe actions, like handing over login credentials. They rely on you clicking that link, hacking your decision-making process, bypassing your hardware entirely. To force that rapid decision, the attacker uses specific psychological triggers. The first is urgency. That 10-minute deadline is completely artificial, designed to make you act quickly before you have time to analyze the situation. The second trigger is authority. When a message appears to come from IT, management, or an executive, our instinct as professionals is to comply with the request without asking questions. The third is fear. The threat of an account lockout, missed payroll, or disciplinary action creates an anxiety that pushes you to resolve the supposed issue immediately. These tactics are not limited to password theft. Attackers use the exact same combination of urgency, authority, and fear to convince employees to authorize fraudulent wire transfers or email highly confidential files. By weaponizing these natural psychological responses, criminals override your critical thinking. They rely on your innate desire to be helpful and compliant. Let's go back to that moment. You are staring at the chat screen, the clock is ticking on that 10-minute warning, and the pressure is mounting. The most effective defense in this situation requires no technical skill at all. You just need to resist the manufactured urgency and make an active choice to pause. Do not click the link, close the chat window entirely. Then reach out to the IT department using an independent official channel, like typing the known help desk URL into your browser or calling the verified internal support number. By taking a breath and verifying the request outside of the suspicious message, you neutralize the immediate threat. The attacker's psychological toolkit completely falls apart the moment you slow down. In a hybrid workspace, a professional appearance does not guarantee legitimacy. Whether an email has the correct signature or a chat request uses the right jargon, trusting it without verification is a massive liability. To bridge the trust gap, there is a simple protocol every employee must follow. Pause, verify, report. That final step is crucial. By reporting the incident immediately through official channels, you allow the security team to block the attacker and alert the rest of your colleagues who might be targeted next. When every team member adopts this mindset, organizational safety becomes a shared responsibility. We lock out the attackers, protect our data, and build a highly resilient, cyber-aware culture.